Searching podcasts for Dave, and one more time.
Their soldiers came not on foot nor horseback, but by jet and limousine, as befitted their station. They came girding for battle to hurl themselves against one another in mortal combat, all lusting for victory at any cost. And when they met, it was called the Battle of the Network Stars.
And 3.
Number 2.
Yeah. 1. Woohoo. Howdy, y'all. Back in the New York groove.
Right. Back on a Thursday night, our regular recording time. It feels like forever since we've been here.
It is, and let's see if we can do it without the echo and the. I'm sure we'll get a bad connection in there sooner, just to keep it consistent, man.
Man, you know, I think all week that I need to restart my router, and the only time I forget about it is right about now, and I
tighten up that Baton Rouge studio, man. Tighten it up. Hi, everybody. How are you? I'm Dave.
I'm Juan,
and this is Dave and Juan.
More time.
Yes, thank you kindly. Sort of back in the groove here. We were just chatting just a couple minutes before we got on. Well, there was one thing you said. Something you said is, "Oh, that's funny." I hate to just point out one funny thing you said because it was.
Hey, well, I'm okay if I said one thing that's funny. It's a good day.
You know, it's that show prep. You know, it's the 30 to 60 seconds of solid show prep we do. Man, you saw this? You saw that? I don't know. I was getting pictures right before I came online. One of my cousins sending me. He's in the midst of making just a killer looking wiener spaghetti, man.
Nice.
Ooh, tearing it up. I mean, I love the fact now that people when they start sending me pictures of the preparation. Right, you got to see what's not just the final result. And as the onions.
Well, you know, man, they got YouTube channels for everything. So or YouTube videos. So maybe they could do some, some Cajun cooking with the Italian or the Italian recipes.
We'll do some weenie spaghetti channel. Get around to that. And apparently, bruh, the shrimp, they're killing the shrimp down the valley right now.
Oh man.
Okay, I don't. So again, it's my cousin, and God love him. He what's up, dude? He he sends me. It's sort of stream of consciousness stuff he sends, right? And there ain't a heck of a lot of Grammarly check. I think it's a Grammarly that program. Yeah. So I'm kind of following we kind of jump from. You ever do that? Like people that they're just talking to you and you want a comma or a period or something in there.
yeah, just something to let me know that. Yeah, give me a mental, just to let me know reference.
Exactly. Wait, is this tied? You have to read it a few times. Wait, did that set up? Because it went from like. Wait, are you telling me that somebody died? Wait, I think we started off with, oh yeah, this dude died, but then we're killing the shrimp. No, wait a minute. Did the guy get killed? I'm trying
right.
You know what I'm saying? And so I'm not going to report on whoever supposedly died. I have no idea that, but apparently they're tearing up the shrimps.
All right.
And even explained it. He said, but he said it's from the hurricane. Now the hurricane chops up the marsh. And shrimp feed on that, and it just so apparently it's a big, a bountiful harvest. And he says people are just on the side of the. Everything happens on the side of the road.
There's not much of a roadside.
There's people on the side of the road killing it with cast nets and just. Man,
are they selling them on the side of the road?
I don't know.
I like when they got the ice chest and the scale hanging in the back of the truck.
Yeah. I had an uncle that did that. He eventually ended up at a restaurant, but they go catch their shrimps and come on there and set the truck up and under the overpass. I remember that under the overpass in LA1 in Raceland.
They always got a location.
Hey man, selling it. I remember used to a couple times I talked to him about that. He would get mad with some of them just fly by night He told me the Board of Health. Man, that Board of Health. I gotta
H-E-A-L-T.
I gotta pay attention to that Board of Health. They're not doing that. They need to go check them guys. But so anyway, so hope that's happening down the Bayou, guys.
Good. Hope the prices are good.
And I bet they're not even selling them. I bet you, that's freebies. You just if you don't even need a boat, you can just pull over to the side of the road and catch shrimp on a cast net.
Throw out a net. You're good, man. Go home, cook you up some
shrimps or not.
Make you some good fried shrimp, a good shrimp stew.
Yeah. There's only a handful of times in my life I can remember that, because I guess my mom was good that way. My mom and my dad were exactly the opposite when it comes to wanting help. Because when you're young, even though you're going to enjoy eating the shrimp, even though when you got a big old ice chest of shrimp, you're not really going to go to.
I want the restaurant shrimp.
I don't want
kind that I don't have to peel.
Exactly. Peel them to prep them. And so, yeah, my mom sit outside breaking heads and peeling shrimp, but she never really made us do that too much. Now, my dad couldn't walk outside without an audience. He needed he needed I was the monkey, man. I was the monkey.
We used to have to peel or shell peas, and it was okay when you had the little thing that cut them open, but when you had to use your thumbnail, that was painful, man.
And you always I know, and you always had older relatives, especially like your Cajun relatives, their hands were like a tool. That's all.
Yeah.
It's like my grandpa.
Got a razor blade on my thumb.
Exactly. My grandpa. He made and repaired trawling nets his entire life. Dude, I mean, his hands were like, I don't know if they were technically a registered weapon, but they could be. I mean,
this is sand your face off.
Oh, it was just all. He probably pick up a pot. Oh, and dexterity and So whenever somebody like that showing you how to do something, man, you're talking to a different species here, man. I got soft hands. It hurts.
That hurts, Papa.
Oh, what you got to do with that? Oh no. Yeah.
And you got to do it their way. My grandfather, I remember he had, I don't know, like 7 acres, and we used to go help him cut the grass. He had a Cub tractor, which could have made it really easy, but he made you idle in first gear to cut the grass, barely enough speed to turn the blade to cut the grass, but he didn't want you going fast, because if you went too fast, it didn't do a good job. That's why you cut grass every day, man, because you're taking too long.
And I remember mowing grass for my grandpa, and it was funny when this happened, because my cousin Jeffrey, he mowed the lawns up until it was my turn, or he went on to like a real job, whatever. And it was just one of those passings of the grandkids that live close enough to mow the grass. So I took over grass mowing duties, and I remember when I first started, my grandpa went out and bought a brand new self-powered machine. I remember my cousin saying, "Oh, look at this! Look at this! I've been mowing this yard with a 2 foot by 2 foot solid metal." I mean, I remember old. Even back in the day, it was an old machine. It was a machine so old, the one that my cousin was using, that I'm amazed there was an engine on it. Right? I mean, that's how. And then my grandpa bought him, but I was using it. Man, state of the art. Of course, state of the art, self-propelled back in the day, was still a challenge. It had the lawnmower weighed a ton. Okay? Oh yeah. And you remember the ones that had the big? It was almost like a big bar on front of it, and that's where the gears were. And the gears kind of
because it spun. Right. It had like a gripper on the thing, or
And to stop self-propelled, you had to pull back, and that thing went and heavy, all right. Well, and then
it wasn't just squeeze the knob or squeeze the bar.
No. So it was something to get you. But so if you were just mowing like a football field, probably it's perfect, right? I mean, you just get that thing going. You're walking behind it, dude. You mowing. It was a kind of big yard, but had all kinds of stuff to stop.
Right. It's not good for going. It's not good for cornering. If you got to cut around bushes, it's where you got to go back and forth.
But my cousin got the last laugh because about a year or two into this, that big expensive machine, that thing, the self-propelled part of it broke. Right, it just did. Right, so that didn't work anymore. My grandpa wasn't getting another machine, and
he wasn't taking the heavy part off on the front end. I'm sure.
No, I don't think he could. So, dude, I was pushing, man. I was pushing a refrigerator with a blade on it around that yard. But good workout. Yeah. That was also back in the day. We didn't do no weed eating, man. You poured diesel.
Diesel.
You had a barrel of diesel.
Yeah. If it needed to be edged closely, you just hit it with a cane knife.
But yeah, little, you pull weeds or
Daddy would put diesel in the yard sprayer and hit the fence line.
Not me, bro. We'd have a big metal flower pot full of diesel.
He wasn't even trying to pour it in a straight line.
No, that was you. Then you get all the fence. Yeah. Look, hey, nobody told us.
No, didn't care.
Nobody got hurt. Hey, I guarantee you that diesel ended up being safer for you than the Roundup and stuff that, you don't see any commercials.
Yeah, and nobody's suing. Did you or were you using diesel as a weed eater when you were a child?
They'd have to get it
called Simmons and Simmons.
No, you wouldn't do. Yeah, you wouldn't be the guy doing that. Or you wouldn't be doing a voiceover like that because you were reaching out to a different group. It'd be like, bruh, when you were small there.
Did your daddy or your papa make you put diesel on the tall grass?
Bro, you ever got some on you? And I think we can go after BP. I think we can, bro.
Call me 1-985. Do that.
Sue that.
Get you some.
My buddy Gavin, we were joking because my son's is years ago. These things you remember from school and when you were young, and I don't know if we ever. Again, this is podcast number 63, I think.
I don't know. I'll wait. Whatever you tell me.
I think I gotta look it up. But when we're younger, and that would be, I don't know. You do the daring somebody to eat something or whatever, and it was like, eat that. But you had to have the thing for some reason. Eat that. Go ahead, eat that.
You gotta talk with your hands, man. You gotta just do it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Exactly. My speech teacher in college, I think, tried. I forget what the comments were. I was a little bit too expressive. Bruh.
Imagine that.
That's how we are. I do that right now.
Trying to be me.
I do that right now, man. So I come out that conference last week before, whenever it was, the recent one, and it's not always people taking pictures, but they had a professional photographer snapping a bunch of shots there, and they send me a bunch of these. Man, it's hard to catch me.
Was that the one where they had to, like, for a prize or whatever, find Dave Martin and take a picture?
Yeah, but I don't think I was the only prize, man. That was just that guy. I just ended up that one. I'm glad it wasn't, because at first I thought, oh dear God, please don't tell me that 100 people over here got my name on the stupid thing, where I got to stand here and, hey, I'm a nice guy, but after about the fifth picture, you're like, come on, yo. I mean, I ain't Johnny Depp, and you can't abuse me. You can't abuse me like that.
Let's just do one big group shot and get it all covered.
Everybody, let's get in here. Let's go. And while we're talking about the Bayou, I was scanning things that pop up, and I guess it was no, it wasn't a Lafourche Gazette thing. It was somebody else put up there, and they were excited because the Popeyes in Larose is gonna open, bro. I didn't know it was closed this long. I guess it has been. We haven't talked about that in a while, but apparently it's still it's still a little sketch. A lot of places are still
combination of everything. It's you got to rebuild stuff, and you got to find labor to rebuild it,
man,
and then labor to run it.
The rest of this stupid country can't find anybody to do anything. I can imagine how hard, where
it's a low population to begin with.
Yeah, low population, and you talk to people, my generation, or you give or take, down there now. Man, bruh, back in the day. They had people that wanted to work. Yeah,
that's right, man. I'd have gone to the what was it, the Burger Chef down there, and or the Pizza Hut.
Man, back in the day, if Popeyes is hiring, they got a line, bro. People are gonna want to work. Now people are lazy. They don't want to. They don't want. I was just kind of kidding about, man, if they open up again, if what was there before was the was the tenured
benchmark.
That's right. That was the if that process was about as sharp as it could be back in the day, I can't imagine what a bunch of new people are going to be like. Hey, and all due respect, and we joked about this before. As much as everybody complains,
yeah,
down there about Popeyes in general,
everybody,
but the Popeyes Larose specific. I mean, it was always a joke in that place. It was, and God loved it. Hey, look, man, if you ever worked in the Popeyes in Larose, there's a reason we staying out. There's a reason we outside. There's a reason why we pull in knowing you're gonna say, "Can you pull up ahead?" And we're gonna bring it to you.
Bring it out to you. Yeah, it's got, people love Popeyes, and I love Popeyes. When I lived in Prairieville, you could go through the drive-through there and you'd sit at the window for 5 minutes, or not at the window, at the speaker. And then they'd come up, "Can I take your order?" And you throw it, "Yeah, I want a 5-piece or 4. Oh, we're out of chicken." well, couldn't we have got to that early on? Yeah.
We out.
Yeah, what do you got? Oh, we got some beans.
Oh, that's good. Give me that.
Yeah.
You got any of the crust in there? Any
yeah.
You got any chicken restaurant? You got
I had a gizzards and just give me some crust.
Yeah, exactly. The crust that falls on me. I bet you'd eat that.
Oh, please. They could have gone through the fryer twice. I'd eat it.
Dude, how much extra would you pay to show up and it's like, hey, here's special this week only.
Just crust.
Cup of mashed potatoes, and we're gonna crumble some chicken crust in there for you. Dude,
that's the best part, man.
Dude, are you kidding me?
The chicken meat is only there to hold the crust.
They'd have to put a limit on how much you could order. Because I'd be ordering that and freezing it at my house. People come over. Oh, I got nothing. Don't worry, man. I got some mashed potatoes and
crust
and chicken crust
from Popeyes.
Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh, that doesn't sound good. It's from Popeyes. Yeah, the only thing I can see where Popeyes went backwards were the biscuits, because the Popeyes biscuits back in the day were just, I mean, next level.
Well,
I don't think they are anymore.
They said it was like the most caloric food per bite of anything in the world.
Look, that's 100%. There's no good in there.
You could be a healthy human being and have a heart attack eating a Popeyes biscuit.
Probably not finish it, but you'd go out with a smile on your face.
Yeah, but if you survived it, you'd finish.
Oh, if you survived it, you'd have another one. You'd say, "Oh, I got some milk. I could do another one of those." Yeah. No, those are the best, man.
Yeah. You want some butter with that? No, you got butter in it.
Man, for the radio, radio back in the day, dude, if there was a cold Popeyes biscuit in the fridge before I hit it, oh man, heat me up a Popeyes biscuit, a cup of coffee before you hit. You know it's gonna be a good show today. I'm sure. Showing up happy. I might even skip my Big Pie this morning.
Well, Big Pies are back too, so they were out.
Are they
for
really?
A while. Yeah, I think so.
There you go.
Kind of, I don't eat kind of
everything
out of my palate range, and kind of fancy for me. So
what's that? Big Pies?
Yeah, I got that fruit filling and stuff.
Oh come on, man! Don't they have some that have like chocolate?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's kind of nasty. I've had a couple of Big chocolate back in the day. No, it's lemon, man. Lemon. Apple's okay. Lemon. No contest. Lemon, and I don't even know what the other ones are. That was my so here I am talking authoritatively. That's a word I can spell, but I cannot say.
Authoritatively.
I don't think. Did you say that right?
Authoritatively.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know the word.
There's authoritative, but if you're going to speak authority. Okay, this is
it authoritatively?
I don't. You're the voiceover man, not me.
I just read them, bro.
Bruh, I get he's a voiceover guy and a play-by-play guy somewhere in Alabama. So I was at this conference spoke at it, and then This guy comes find me after. And when as soon as he started talking, I'm thinking, that sounds like a guy that's worked on that.
Yeah. He's practiced that delivery.
Hi, Dave. I just want to let you know how much I enjoyed you. And I'm like, and it's funny. He's talking, and I'm not really listening to what he's saying because I'm so fascinated by his enunciations and pronunciations and the fact that, man, this guy sounds like he has a radio voice. And then he only came up to, like, here's the deal. So he came up to talk to me for one reason, because somewhere in my bio, right, the biography, it mentions started in radio or something about radio. And so
he thought y'all were kindred spirits.
Oh, apparently we were. So yeah, he came up and then he started talking about that, and he does a play-by-play for WA with something in Alabama. Yeah, I told him, I said, I got a buddy you need to talk to. That guy does voiceover work.
Yeah, well,
I don't get paid. I don't get paid for what I sound like, bro. Thank God.
Crazy days, man. Crazy days.
That'd be you, man.
Play-by-play stuff. NFL football schedules coming out, but a little bit of indirect NFL news. Sean Payton, former coach of the New Orleans Saints,
former coach,
is the keynote speaker at graduation this week at Loyola.
Hey, now,
which would otherwise be just a random event, except his new young wife is graduating. So
his daughter, you meant to say his daughter is graduating?
No, his new young wife. I think she majored in trophy wives.
Apparently she's good at it.
Yeah. So
come on, but tell me she like went back for a master's or something.
I think she's not that young. Okay. she's younger than him.
But to say, that's pretty. He's not a young guy. I mean,
no.
What's Sean Payton? He's got to be our age, right?
Yeah.
Or older. Is he in his 60s?
Nah, he's probably late 50s, I would think.
All right, my apologies. My apologies, to James. Hey, Siri.
Mm-hmm.
How old is Sean Payton?
Sean Payton is 58 years old.
Wow.
Yeah. So
he looks older than that.
He got married in a white. His tux was all white, and he had like white leather sneakers on.
Sean Payton did.
Yeah.
He got married. He got. So I don't keep up with. So he got married. When was this?
Recently.
He in a white tux.
Yeah, white tux and or suit.
Like
like the prom tux from the 70s.
Is that like in now? I mean, I haven't seen a white. I haven't seen a white tux since David Lee Roth. I mean, back in right
in that video. When
was it Gigolo? Or was it
I literally watched a video, an interview of him the other night it was when he premiered the song or premiered the video on Dave Letterman. And,
just the Gigolo?
Yeah, it was his first solo deal. And but you mentioned him. So we were talking about generational stuff at work the other day. Me and the people who are in my department had just an impromptu meeting with my boss, just a little brainstorming session. And
impromptu?
It was impromptu.
Okay, impromptu.
And we were talking about messaging and and I used an example that I always give people who are going to interview. And because I saw David Lee Roth one time on David Letterman, and Letterman asked him about his interview style, and he said, "Well, I do. Here's how I do it. I listen to their question, I repeat it, and then I say whatever the hell I want." So I pointed out that we've got to make sure that we develop those messages, and so we control the message, so to speak.
Right.
So
we're setting this up. I'm guessing that reference.
No, I didn't play well at all.
Dude, I remember that interview. I'd have been like, Juan, brilliant.
No.
That's exactly what,
Well, so my boss then turns to young girl. She's actually an intern, so she's 20, 21.
Sean Payton's age.
She's her friend.
Okay.
And he says, "Sophia, I'll give you." He pulled out a $20 bill out of his wallet.
No.
Put on his desk. He said, I'll give you $20 if you could tell me what band David Lee Roth was in. No clue. No
Are
clue.
you kidding? Oh,
Not a clue.
dude.
Another girl in there who's been there for a while, later 20s. Didn't know. Not a clue.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Oh, geez.
So yeah, makes you feel old.
Oh,
yeah, they probably knew who Journey was, because Journey's all the rage with the young people. But
Journey with their new
the new non-Steve Perry singer.
The new non-Steve Perry. They're a cover band now. Journey's a cover band, but more power to them. But David Lee,
dude,
man,
how do you not know David Lee?
There's so many bands that I didn't even like back in the day that I could probably tell you, but it's music, right? I mean, I don't. I
didn't know.
And you go back and look at David Lee Roth back in the day. That dude's brilliant, man.
Dude,
brilliant.
But he looks like such a clown now.
Oh, he does. He did not. He did not.
He's tatted up like full sleeve tattoos, and I guess he's had plastic surgery that he can't close his mouth because it's got the perpetual dumb looking smile on his face.
What is it? And I get it, man. Look, but bands. I saw the same thing with Styx. Same thing with and like several members of Styx, like Tommy Shaw. Who's the guy sings Miss America?
JY.
These guys, they look like late 50s, early 60-year-old housewives. Okay. No, I'm serious. They're pulled like with money, they're all tight. They're too tight. It's so obvious, these guys. And David Lee, I guess it's hard when there was a time, kids, that you didn't.
Dude, he was like just a good looking guy, the best hair. Fit like you could bounce a quarter off his abs.
Yeah, unbelievable. Yeah, I mean that's the thing too. I think I saw something the other day. Of course, it was always the other day. It wasn't today, so that's it could
have been yesterday. It could have been last year.
Pretty safe bet when I say it was the other day. I'm accurate there.
It's accurate.
But it was something with rock stars today, rock stars in my day, and rock star, and there was a picture of David Lee like in all his glory, and then some schlub
doing a toe touch with the leather chaps on.
Might have been like Harry Styles or something. I'm just saying that name. I wouldn't be able to pick. But may have been Ed Sheeran. May have been who's got good music. But didn't.
There are no front men anymore
today. So I go for a run today. Right. I'm just, lunchtime, I'm home, and I get out there, and I want to get out there before it gets to be like 1200 degrees. I try to get out there when it's only, 150 degrees. And so I'm doing whatever. I'm listening to the radio in my earbuds. And then last time I'm get some music and Spotify, and I'm just, you kind of running. So it's not like, I'm not going to go through a script. I just start randomly, just find something. A song came on, and I was like, God, man, I forgot about this song. And I started thinking, man, this band, I forgot about it. This band's underrated. And then it dawned on me, while you were old and while you were corny, it was Huey Lewis and the News.
Yeah. That darn sure wasn't underrated in the day.
No, not in the day. But I'm jogging saying, I don't think Huey Lewis gets enough respect, man. Them guys were entertaining. They could play. Huey back in the day, that I'm realizing, man, I'm later. I'm saying somebody's underrated 40, must have been 40 years ago, 35 at least, whatever
he was on recently within the last year. I don't know if you've ever watched the show Blacklist with
heard about it,
with James Spader, and Huey was on there playing himself as a jerk, but I think he's got like some throat issues, so he doesn't sing.
Oh, really?
Anymore.
I regret. I never saw them in concert. I wish
I saw them. I think it was the Liberty Ride Festival, some Statue of Liberty anniversary big concert deal and it was a tour. But they played the Superdome, and it was them, Hall and Oates.
Wow.
A couple other bands, maybe Loverboy.
back when Hall and Oates is still in shape. Loverboy. I saw Loverboy a couple times in the last 10 years, and they still sound good. My man, what's his name? Reno.
Reno. Yeah, Mike Reno. Is that it? Yeah.
He still sounds good, but bruh.
Yeah, he let himself go. He ain't a Loverboy anymore.
Whew. It's like he called up Vince Neil from Motley Crue and said, "Dude, I got a challenge for you."
Vince Neil and Axl Rose.
Oh, I haven't seen. Wait, I got a. But part of me is weird. Part of me, I don't know who I respect more.
Yeah.
I may respect the fact. Look, at one time they were the. I mean, we talk about David Lee, right? And he's still in really good shape. But you look at Vince back in the day. I mean, at Motley Crue's heyday, that guy was right. So you go from being, top of the world, total sex symbol, total whatever,
to not.
Your metabolism changes, and then they get
now,
lazy.
I've seen because John Waite is going on tour.
John looks good
with Rick Springfield.
Rick looks like a housewife now, and I love Rick Springfield. I love Rick Springfield. Now, he may be different. Rick tightened up.
Rick looks like he's got the permanent eyeliner on.
He's in the 70s, right? I mean, he's
in the late 60s for sure.
Hang on a second.
Might be 72.
Hey Siri.
Uh-huh.
How old is Rick Springfield?
Rick Springfield is 72 years old.
Dude, 72 years old, man. So there you go.
But it's him, John Waite, and Colin James. Hey,
yeah, they're coming here. They're coming here. It's from
good show from Men at Work.
Men at Work. They're coming right here to Sugarland.
Yeah, he's good.
They'll be down the street. That's good. I think I might try to catch them. Although my wife has sworn off. She said we'll never go see Rick Springfield again.
Well, you got to tell her. I saw New Kids is on tour again.
Well, they're going. They got the tickets. That's like that was a Mother's Day ticket to their mom, her sister. And, big time. Now here's the deal, and this is what's killing me because I am this close to buying New Kids tickets for me just to go see one of the opening acts. You know, one of their opening acts is somebody you pay money to go see, Rick Astley.
Oh God, yeah. Man,
you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Go Rick roll it.
I would drop $75 for a ticket. For a 10-minute version of Never Gonna Give You Up. Dude, 100%. I would be there. So that part's killing me. So the fact that she's gonna see Rick Astley and I won't.
That's an odd pairing.
Well, and they've got who else is on? Salt and Pepper.
Oh Lord.
Oh, I know. And who's the one? Never gonna get it. On Vogue, I think.
In Vogue, maybe so.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed. I'm remembering this stuff. But yeah, they're coming to the Toyota. Man, look, I'll give them credit. They are milking. They're gonna milk the last dollar. Because I think there still may be some tickets available. Not a lot. But because going back 5, 6, 7 years when they started doing this, dude, those shows sold, and the Toyota Center is not a small place. It's where the Rockets play. That they would sell out in a day.
Well, is Donnie still?
Yeah, they're all
because doesn't he have some pretty steady acting gigs?
Yeah, they make some serious.
Oh yeah,
they make some serious money doing this stuff. But actually, I keep going back to, I was telling my wife, the worst concert I've ever been to in my life was New Kids on the Block. Now, granted, that was a long time ago. Now it's all, it's big. It's a big production. Apparently, they spend all kinds of money.
Yeah.
It's a very,
right. It's a show.
It was horrific. It scarred me. I'm like, no, this is terrible. But yeah, man, Rick Astley. I would. What was his other song? So that's the big one. He always said.
Yeah, 3 or 4.
Yeah, some good stuff, man. Come on, man. I can't remember them now. Never gonna get you on, never gonna, and together forever and ever. I should have come on right after Huey Lewis when I was running today, man. I'd have set a record.
Dude, that'd have been good stuff.
Running with Rick.
You could Rick rolling it.
Anyway, so
and I don't know how that became a thing. Yeah,
because it's just hysterical, right? That was wasn't that what they do is they would set it up like it was a cool video they wanted you to see.
Yeah,
and it would just link. It was a joke that was just actually hysterical when you think about it. I think it's that and didn't they do a thing with Nirvana? Teen Spirit, and they put it with it. I think the music.
Oh, they do those mashups. Yeah.
Well, speaking of mashups. we're gonna have a clip here in like about 2 seconds, as apparently the new system says, yeah, you can take a break. And I don't know, I gotta go back. I don't know what happened. Thank you, Zoom. Whatever. At home, it'll be seamless. For us, it'll be gonna be like waiting at Popeyes for the next few minutes.
It's weird. I'm just trying to.
I'm just gonna bite the bullet. I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet and upgrade to the Zoom that lets you stay on forever.
Well, it's weird though, because you see now it's like I got one full window with just you.
Lucky you.
And then I've got the other layer that's got you and me. So it looks like I'm in 2 different Zoom meetings.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you are. Stick to this one.
Yeah, I'm not rolling the dice on Xing out on that.
No, it does, man. Look, the people at home don't know.
They don't know.
That's when they make movies, that stuff takes months. Nobody's gonna wait around months for you to make your movie. They chop that stuff up, put it on there. But like I said, but listen, if I have to go ahead and upgrade and start paying for different things, you know what, y'all? We might have to up the price of this podcast.
At least 15%.
We're gonna have to slap 15% on top of the free. So
yeah.
I'm a product of Louisiana public schools. I can do some math though. It's you can't times nothing by 0, right?
Well, you can. It just comes out as 0.
There you go. That was a trick question. I'll throw it at you right there.
There you go.
All right.
We're talking about not a product of the Louisiana public school system. My wife is, I like to say, she's challenged in giving directions, at least giving directions to me.
Okay, that's a different animal.
Yeah, well, no, here I'll give you a couple examples.
That's a different. I just, in all fairness to her, before whatever you say, giving directions to somebody, and giving directions to you.
Let me give you an old example. So we're driving in the car, and it's got 2 cup holders, and we both drink Diet Dr. Pepper. So one day, I say, which one is mine? Which can is mine? And she'll say the one in the front. So which one would you think is the one in the front?
Oh, the one that's facing, the furthest up the car, the one that's closest to the hood.
Exactly.
That's the front. I'm sorry. That's the front.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's not how she thinks.
No. One front's closest to you.
The front is.
Yeah. I said, well, it's not the front. That's the back. And well, I don't understand how you think that. I said, it's not that I think that. It's that it is that.
That is that.
So, but
okay.
So I was working on my truck the other day because once again I'm cheaper than I am lazy.
Man, let me tell you something. Let me give you a list of the people I know that work on their cars.
Me.
I do a podcast with that guy. That's it. Man, I'm impressed. I love the fact you do that.
So, well,
I walk through Walmart and I get to that auto that or a lot of these auto stores, and I'm thinking, how y'all still sell stuff? Who comes in here? Really, people still do this?
Yeah,
apparently so.
Yeah, apparently. So I dropped a part, and of course, when you drop a part in the car, it never falls to the ground.
No.
Got to get caught up somewhere. Well, I can see it from the top, but I got to go underneath to get it, and I can't see it from there. But if you look through the holes in the rim on the front tire, you can see it. So I go get her, and I said, "Okay, here, I'm gonna lay on the ground. You tell me. You see that thing right there? I'm gonna stick my hand up there. Direct me how to get it. And it's like, okay, well, move your hand back." I said, which way? Back, like back towards me. I said, but that's your back, not my back. And I said, yeah, then this is the best part. It's like, feel around. She's like a little hole about the size of your pinky. Said, yeah. Okay. Put your hand in there. And it's like, all right, well,
we've already established the limitations.
Yeah, that ain't going to work. But
she's seen too many superhero movies. I don't morph. I don't.
Yeah, I can't. This is a small little go. Then it's
okay. Just say, look, I know I look like a superhero.
Go over the bar, get your hand there. Now slide it back this way, past that other bar that goes across it. So it's like, yeah, here. Okay.
Sound like you had a good helper.
Yeah, that's great.
You ever get you ever get the part out?
Oh yeah.
Well, there you go.
I explained to her how to tell me how to do it.
Let me instruct you
Yeah.
on how to give me instructions.
Yeah. I don't just marry him, Dave. I educate him.
That's right. Might edit that part out. Yeah, I saw a funny meme recently that there's the young guy with a flashlight and holding it for his dad. His dad's working on a car. So I realized I realized all these years later, helping my dad fix a car, that all I learned how to do was hold a flashlight and get yelled at.
Yeah. That's why, the headlamp is a modern day marvel for, if you don't have to rely on your kid to misppoint the flashlight.
You own a headlamp?
Not for the reason you would think.
I don't picture you with a headlamp on. And if you ever do, please take a picture. Please.
I think we have them like, how if you go out on the beach at night, they've got all the little crabs running around.
We used to call that a bulai.
Yeah, I think we had them for that.
Bulai, man.
And I've used it, but it goes back to the whole hat thing. My head's fairly big, so there's a lot of discomfort in strapping some big elastic thing on my head.
I can believe that. I can believe that.
Yeah.
So today, so I don't know what happens. It's funny with social media. So I don't even know what I click on sometimes, that all of a sudden I'm seeing more of something all the time. And I guess you and I must, or whether it's on LinkedIn or something, so I get all these pop-ups now for voiceover stuff, like left and right, man. I'm seeing, I didn't even know there was voiceover groups, your crowd, I guess.
That's weird on LinkedIn, because I don't think I even follow any of those.
I don't know that, and more than a lot of stuff on Facebook, but what was it? Something.
I do follow a couple of them. So if I like it, it probably shows that I liked it to you.
It's that Facebook algorithm where they say, hang on, man, this Bjork, he hangs out with other Bjorks just like him. If this Bjork likes this, that Couillon's gonna like it too. Yeah. Send that Couillon some of these links. See if he clicks on them. Let's see what happens. But something popped up, and I started following, I guess, classic TV or whatever it was. And I guess I did watch her. I never like anything, because I always figure like liking, personal stuff, I'll like somebody's stuff. But if it's a sponsored thing or whatever, I tend not to. But something popped up, and it reminded me of what I think was the greatest TV events of all time. Like to this day, it was in our childhood, but man, you got fired up for this athletic event. It's not the Super Bowl, wasn't the NBA Finals, wasn't the Kentucky Derby. Battle of the Network.
No, it's ours.
Dude, I literally, I got the free songs when it popped up there, and it was a picture of something, and I went.
I remember Dick Van Patten from 8 is Enough was the team captain one year.
Man, Gabe Kaplan was always for ABC. And Robert Conrad, who apparently was a prick in real life. I mean, he did that, knock this battery off my, man, I remember, oh God, we got so fired up for Battle of the Network Stars. To this day, the most exciting race, forget Usain Bolt, forget Carl Lewis, forget, no. I don't remember what the event was that ended in a tie, but they said, you know what we're going to do? We're gonna have the captains of the two teams race, and I think it was, I don't know if it was a 100-yard race or a 220. I don't know what it was, but they were gonna race.
Let's go by 30.
And it was Robert Conrad, who tough guy
from
fit,
Black Sheep,
right? And he was racing. Welcome back, Carter, Gabe Kaplan,
Mr. Right?
Mr. Carter. Let me tell you something. Mr. Carter smoked him. Smoked him like
the big white guy throwing everything.
I remember sitting there in my living room, stunned. This stuff, because you watch TV, and man, Robert Conrad's a tough guy. Hey, man,
that's right. You got to figure he works out.
I mean, then he doesn't realize Robert
Conrad is a sweat hog.
Robert Conrad was probably 5'6". He's a little. I think I may be wrong on that, but looking back now. Gabe Kaplan, man, Gabe smoked him with them silky little short shorts they used to wear.
hadn't thought of that show
Oh, it was the
in
best.
100 years, man.
It
Yeah, because it was
was.
always like at the end of the season, or when
Man,
it
it was the best. And here's the deal: back in the day, before everybody was making like bajillions of dollars, and I guess these networks, I think that's the other thing too. I think all these network stars. That's back when the networks controlled everything. So the last thing you wanted to do was,
tick them off.
Tick them off. So they had, I mean, you name it. Like Farrah Fawcett was in this thing. I mean, like you couldn't be too big a star that you weren't out there. And thinking back now, some of the events they had to have, because some of these people, my God, they are not.
Yeah, they weren't athletic.
No. and I think for PR's sake, I'm sure the networks didn't want to show. Oh yeah, no. These like, you don't want to have some masculine looking tough guy or somebody who's supposed to be like a superhero or something on TV. You find out, man, that dude can't even throw a baseball, man. I mean,
yeah, Wonder Woman, you wouldn't have put her in a race.
Wonder Woman looked good, man. Linda Carter back in the day, I think she was pretty athletic though. I'm not mistaken. That was something that would surprise you. Yeah,
I remember the show because they all used to wear the same color T-shirts on for their team. Like this ABC team was red.
It's the best. I also remember one event, Lou Ferrigno, man.
They're from the Hulk.
They lost the tug of war. I mean, in my childhood, I'm sitting there going, how's that? That's the freaking Hulk.
Well, they might have had to sometimes they do by weight.
They did. It was.
Yeah,
so
Lou's popping
250. It was basically Lou Ferrigno and a bunch of chicks. I'm sorry, young ladies. They called them chicks back in the day.
Network stars.
Network stars. And they weren't even offended by that back in the day. There was a time you could, I think you said that in a podcast one time. You said, yeah, some chick. And I went, oh, can we say that?
Yeah, you could call them women. It would be okay.
Yeah. But Lou, now, as I recall, Lou held out for a while, but I'm sorry, man. You got more dudes. I'm sorry. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if he'd got angry, you wouldn't have liked him.
That's the thing. He wasn't green. They should have slathered him down in green, freaked out the other side. That's also underrated. I've had this discussion.
Being slathered down in green?
No. Well, hey, see where the night takes you. The most entertaining 10 to 15 seconds in television history was that show. It could be terrible.
Bill Bixby transitioning.
It wasn't really a good show. The acting was not great. It was, but man, that you watched every week. It typically happened twice an episode.
Yeah, Bill's eyes got kind of green.
Oh man, no! Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Oh yeah, man, the green eyes. It was just like, oh, it's on now. It's on, bro. Man. And they would always just conveniently not be there to watch it happen. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, they throw them in a room, or they pile up stuff, and they would never. Nobody ever was there to watch this guy transform into the Hulk. He just broke out of stuff.
Imagine the clothes bill that guy had.
That's the other thing.
He's ripping pants left and right.
That's the other thing. And he was always, and they never cut back. Well, maybe they did. I'm trying to think. They never cut back to like this guy just there in some shredded pants. Like, hey.
I don't think you ever. What was his name?
David Banner. Bill Bixby, David Banner.
No, David Banner. Yeah.
No shirt, shredded pants. Man, it was a rough night at the boat shed.
Yeah, he's putting his glasses back on. Rough night at the boat shed.
I got tore up at the boat shed, man. Couldn't even find my pants.
Somebody made me angry.
I found these on the side of the road near a bunch of shrimp. They were tearing the shrimp up here last night, man. There you go. They need to bring that show back. Of course, there are no network stars anymore.
I know. I'm going to go watch it.
No,
there are, but it's
terrible. My wife watches a few shows that I'm just, and I shouldn't say, look, I get it. Pretty much any show you start watching, you can get hooked onto, but and I'm that way. I don't. You tell me, oh, it's good. You watch it. I don't need something else I'm trying to wean myself off a couple things right now. I got
I watch network TV, but for some reason or another, the past 3 or 4 months, it's like, I'm not. But I still have a DVR. I still have cable, so I've got probably 5 shows with 10 episodes each DVR. So
you can do that on. I think we're all online stuff now. Hulu stuff. Yeah, tons of.
Yeah, we got all that too. I got Hulu that I don't pay for because my son has a student account. But I have 2 Spotify accounts that I pay for that I can't use. So I just use the one with the commercials.
I have a brother-in-law who's he's a genius on a bunch of things, and he's always been I don't know what line of legal he falls on with this kind of stuff, but he's been there forever. Like this is the guy that for as long as I've known him. Oh yeah, I got that movie. Dude, it came out yesterday. Yeah, I got a DVD of it. DVD. How the heck you get a DVD? Because it's amazing the underground industry there was, and it still is, right?
Yeah.
Piracy. And now it's so sophisticated. And he told me he got this one thing. He says, man, I'm gonna send it to you. It's a link and and explaining to me how it's impossible for anybody, all these things about random, but it's bizarro world, man. Like, name something. I mean, name it. Just randomly think of something from your childhood that you like, bro. I bet you don't have the after school special when Jimmy JJ Walker played the guy that had leukemia. What was I do remember that. I don't remember the name of the special.
Does he have the Battle of the Network Stars?
Man, if he does, I'm going over there as soon as we're done taping. I'm calling him up on the way. Bro, pull up Battle of the Network Stars. I'm bringing the beer. We're going to watch that until the wee.
But I had
morning
friends,
hours.
this is years ago, and this guy worked in IT. And yeah, I was never a big Star Wars fan. But the day one of the Star Wars movies hit the movie theater, he brought it to me on DVD.
Really?
Oh yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, I know where to download it. I said, yeah, well, not on my computer, please.
Yeah, oh, you ain't lying. I remember one because for the longest time they said Disney was the tough one. Disney had the worst encryption and stuff like that. And it was funny. So my brother-in-law, who, like I said, I think I think most of the stuff they're doing, it's I think it's illegal. The access to this stuff. Well, he had a friend. That's what you want. You want a friend that's so much crazier than you. That's like, that guy don't care. Like, yeah, go to his house. Go find that guy. He damn bootleg pirate. You don't care. And he'd be these various software things. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. We can crack Disney encryption. Okay.
I remember.
You don't want to be there when they crack back.
Yeah. Oh. People used to try to tape, or like you make a copy of a VCR movie, a VHS tape of a Disney movie, and you couldn't because it had some encryption on it. So as far back as VHS tapes.
Dude, I remember back in the day, I think Deborah's Movie World, because that's all we got. Deborah's Movie World of Cutoff. My wife always loved the fact they were named that. Deborah's Movie World of Cutoff. Deborah's Movie World, think of Larose. It's great world of wherever. It might have been this. I know I rented a movie once before. Or we might have moved by that time, but anyway, you could tell it was a bootleg, and I rented it from a rental place because Disney. What was the Disney famous for when you popped in a VH? Man, it was 10 minutes
Previews.
of previews, and this one you popped it in and it went straight to the movie. It was like, oh no, this is somebody's bootlegged.
Right, but you still had to be kind and rewind.
Well, nothing worse than that, man. Be kind and rewind. Or even before that, I remember. So, Kale Cablevision back in the day, HBO. They had to call it the box because you got a box. It was literally a box.
Mm-hmm.
You got HBO, bro. It was on the box, and that's back when HBO. When HBO first came out, they played some racy stuff there. So we didn't have HBO in the house, so we didn't. Whether it was because it cost too much or whether it's because, we had kids in the house, my parents didn't have HBO. My grandpa's house and my Aunt Mary, they had HBO. And I remember once I was sick. I forget what I had, but I was home from school and whatever it was, but I was going to be, I'm sick on the sofa, and my Aunt Mary lent me, the box because I wanted to see. She's, oh yeah, definitely the Animal House. Animal House was on HBO. And what's the Animal House? What's the Animal House? So got the box, got it set up, and I'm on the sofa in the living room, kind of all sick. And apparently I fell asleep. I fell asleep before it came on, but my dad saw it. He was so mad. Can't believe. rated R. Can't believe you. We brought this into the house for you to watch. You know? Like,
Get you to confession, man.
I don't know, but yeah.
You remember people used to put, you could get a chip to put in the box that unlocked all the channels. But every now and then the cable company would supposedly send out some signal on the cable and it would fry your box if you had a chip. And so you had to call them and basically admit that you had the chip.
Well, that was for True.
I don't know.
Not kidding, bro. For True.
I
think that was a lie. Like those boxes were sophisticated enough for them to send what they could send a pulse. You know, it's like Elon Musk with Tesla. I don't think so. Like back in the day.
Before Joey and I got married, I was living in an apartment and I didn't have cable. And that was before there were streaming services or anything. So I just had, your basic rabbit ears. And then a friend of a friend came over and like he was a contractor for the cable company and hooked me up.
Man,
for free. And she was mad because she thought that I wasn't going to marry her because I had cable.
Hey, that's a honest concern.
Yeah, it's like, so you think I only come to your house for your cable?
Hey, man, look, you never know.
It's apparently you got a lot of value in you.
She had you pegged for a very deep individual. Man, I hope that guy's never got enough money where he can just pay for cable on his own. He ain't gonna be coming around here no more. Well, there you go. And look, we went to school. Maybe that's why we did okay grade wise, dude. We didn't have a TV. I went
nothing to do.
No TV. We didn't have a TV. We didn't have phones. No TV. I can remember me and my roommate Ed, one of my roommates living in an apartment. We must have been, I guess we're like 19, 20 years old. Dude, you're reading the paper.
I'm throwing an album on.
You're like a Paw back in the day. That or yeah, some speakers.
Yeah.
We had some huge speakers. So that's all we're doing. We were either drinking coffee, reading the paper, or blasting something with, back when you thought it was cool, put all your empty vodka bottles and whatever they were in the window of your
that's the party dudes right there.
Bro, hey, just in case you're driving by St. Charles Street, that's the guys you want to hang with right there. Like one semester I lived with that guy. It feels like, there was like a year of adventure in one semester. You kind of just like, it's one of those things you tap out and say, man, that was fun, but thank you, Lord. Thank you. And then that's when I moved on up into the trailer.
Yeah.
I tell people, man, I make fun of them. Best years of my college life were living in a trailer, man. That was fun stuff. Big time.
Never did a trailer, but I had at least one roommate that was less than a desirable roommate.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. We'll tell some of his stories next week because I think we're about to the point.
Bro, my potatoes in the oven. I smell it.
Man. Time to push the button. Get on out of here. And there it is. There's the buffet. The buffet is before you guys.
This was the dessert.
And it's for free. It's for free. So slice it, dice it, do with it what you will. If you want to reach out to us, give us suggestions, as long as they're nice. Or
don't tell us what to do with our stuff.
All right. Don't start none. Won't be none. That's right. But it's Dave and Juan at protonmail.com. And man, look, you can find us everywhere.
Right. There might be a couple of VHS tapes at Deb's down there.
I don't know if Deborah's is still around, but it is. Yeah. It could be.
That or at the Popeyes down the bay.
There you go. We need to do that. We need to be there for the grand opening. Let's do a live remote for the grand opening, Juan.
I'm there, man. You tell me when. 308 or Highway 1?
It's on LA1. It's on LA1. I'm guessing if it's got to be the same one they open up. I'm actually happy for them, man. Try to get back, try to get life, get life going on back there. And it's pockets. I get, people, been going at it, but yeah, grocery stores are still, there's very limited. There wasn't a ton before, but it's limited. Pharmacies, all that kind of stuff. But so
when people talk about the food desert, they don't talk about the Bayou.
No, they don't. No, because we can just, because bro, you can get shrimp right off the side of the road.
They're killing it.
That's right. They're killing it. They're killing it. That or the dude died. I got to go back and read his. I got to go back and read his message.
Maybe the shrimp killed him.
Maybe I mistook that. I'm not sure. But anyway, guys, Hey, look, every week we tell you, and we mean it. We mean it. It's not a suggestion.
No options.
Do we look like we're hinting?
Yeah.
Oh, guys, it's a freaking mandate.
That's right, man. It's not until a little plaything like a vaccination.
It's a mandate
Gotta
that
do
you
it.
all get out there and have the best this week you possibly can. Whatever you did last week,
That's nothing.
it was a start. That was your warm up.
Yeah.
That was-
If
that
it
was-
was a
that-
bad week, no worries, because
Yeah.
the best one's coming up.
Boom, jump on it. Jump on that. Speaking of jumping on it, you go jump on a potato.
I am.
That's a visual I don't need in my head right now. And I'm gonna go see if my brother-in-law can get network battle the network start. Be out of here. All right, everybody. Y'all have a fantastic week. Love you, bro.
Back at you, man. This is something you got to know about me as a supervisor or a boss. Like if somebody comes say, "Hey, I got a doctor's appointment. I'm going," I said, "Hey, you know what? It's your business. I don't need to know what you're going to the doctor for. It's your time."
Yeah. All right.
That's how it is. This girl sends me a note. Let me see.
Have we established that I don't care why you're going to the doctor?
Yeah, the different girl who I hadn't established that with. But
Oh, okay.
quick question. Can I set an appointment for my birth control in 2 weeks? I need it. I don't want to get pregnant.
You have to admire the honesty.
Yeah, it's first of all, if I don't need to know birth control. Second of all, I know what it's for.
Yeah, you're kind of old though, dude. you got people working for you that don't know who Van Halen is.
Yeah.
So I got to tell you why. Yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah, it's like, all right, that's a little too much information for me, but you go ahead and take off.
Good luck.
Long as you need.